Machinedramon deck list. Played this Machinedramon deck list over the weekend for the Play TCG Ultimate Cup. I got 44th place. I really enjoyed this deck list. I wanted to share with you guys what that deck list is. I really enjoy it, so I hope you guys do too. Alright, first off, we are starting off with the rookies. It's very different than my older deck lists. Somebody turned me onto this, Lychee turned me onto this, and it is so good. The 4 Sudarsos, the plus security if you're 13,000, also giving the piercing to our boys if we're 13,000, comes in clutch a lot of times, and Machinedramon has always had the problem of like closing out games, so this is kind of the way that you close out games. The eggs, yes, we are still running the Doraemon. Get the draw 1 if you play something underneath. If you have the Chaos X, you are drawing every turn. When you do Chaosdramon, you draw. Machinedramon, BT12 Machinedramon, you draw. It's so helpful to get through your deck. Help you to not brick, right? That's your guys. Sunariza, those are your 4 rookies. And then the other 4 rookies are the Chumon. You need 4. Beelzemon's kind of running around rampant. Unfortunately, they have ways around it, but if you see that they don't have the Warp Impmon in the lineup, then they're not gonna be able to pop it that easily, and it does mess with them really badly. The 4 of the Chumon, if you could have 2 out at the same time, they're screwed, right? So this is kind of you want to see it, right? Bloomlord also completely screwed, even more screwed than Beelzemon would be. These are your 4. I'm no longer running the Hagurumon. I was running 3. I dropped it to 2, dropped it to 1, and then I just completely took it out. So these are the guys that I'm running right now. For the level 4s, I'm running 3 different types. I'm only running 3 of the Jazzardmon. I really like the Jazzardmon, especially if you can get it on top of the Sunariza. Your Chaosdramon will now be 13,000. You'll be swinging at 2 checks. It's pretty badass, right? Unfortunately, your Machinedramons will not be at the 30,000 threshold with just the Jazzardmon. This is the 3 of those, and I always said I wouldn't do it because everybody was doing it. I still am not doing Nanimon, but yes, I got the 3 new Mimons. The 3 cost to play and the 1 cost to Digivolve is just so crazy. It's absolutely nuts. You want to be able to play this out, because if you brick, if you don't have your rookie, you don't have your level 6s, whatever, all you need is this, and then a level 5 that Digivolves for 3, and you can search out your like pieces and whatever trash, all that. It helps you go through the deck. If you have this in hand, you just play this out for 3, right? Say you're at 3, you play this out for 3, and then you Digivolve. If it gets deleted, it's fine. You get your pieces in hand, and then you start building in the back. So this has come in clutch multiple times for me. And then the other 2 that I like, instead of running the 1, this is Lychee's also, 2 Mercurymon. On play or when Digivolving, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker. It's hybrid for game, but now you have 2 of them. You can do it in the back if you wanted to. It doesn't Digivolve for more than Jazzardmon. It's not a 3 Digivolve, right? But also, if you cannot get that rookie and you have an Analog Man, and then say you get a second Analog Man, you can just Digivolve over the Analog Man and then build up your stack there. It helps get you out of the bricky situation. Those are our level. Those are our level 4s. Why is that so hard for me to say? Those are our level 4s. Our level 5s, I'm running a lot less than I originally did and it hasn't been that much of a problem except for 1 game that I had with the Shine Greymon deck that I just could not pull a level 5 for the life of me. We have our 6 cost Gigadramon plus 2000 DP on your opponent's turn. Comes in clutch a lot. Cyberdramon, 6 cost to play. It's mostly for that. The all turns when you have a suspended Tamer in play, you get plus 2000. A lot of people don't think about this one. And if you have an Analog Man, when they swing, you suspend the Analog Man to redirect, you get plus 2000. With these guys, you can be at plus 4000. Your Machinedramon could be at 15,000. This is the guy I like to play out if I'm really bricking. It's a 7 cost, but it's got jamming and reboot. So sometimes I'll swing with it and then Digivolve over it. Or even if it's in the back here, say you've got 3, right? You push out, swing with jamming, Digivolve into whatever, and then you reboot. It's very powerful. I really like the Gigadramon. And then plays with this, the Black Mach Gagomon. So the hard part with the Ultimate Cup rules is that you don't have any red. The red, you're missing the Megadramon, the plus 2000. You're missing the Metal Greymon that we run, that's the plus 3000. So this is going to be the one that can give you plus 2000 on your turn, because we need as much DP as we can get. And with this, with the Sunariza, your Machinedramon could potentially hit the 13,000 threshold. We play the Metal Tyrannomon, one of to get the reboot as well. So now we have 2 reboots, right? And the when Digivolving, reveal top 3, add 1 level 6 Digimon with Machine, and then trash the rest. It gets through our deck, gets our pieces, gets our Chaosdramon, Machinedramon, whatever you need, right? Same with the Andromon, same thing, but it gives you blocker. Metal Mammy, we're doing 2 of these guys because right now in this meta, a lot of them are going kind of wide. And just being able to delete bodies off the board is very, very useful. And it's a 5 play cost or less, so sometimes you can take out a level 4. And I really like the Metal Mammy. And again, Digivolve for 3, do the same thing as these guys. I'm running 2 of the Metal Greymon. Being able to swing over unsuspended is crazy in my opinion. It's really, really good. So you always want to see that guy. Some people are running at 3, which I think is a lot because I don't want to have too many that's like 4 play Digivolve cost. We've got the Tyrannomons. I love being able to trash security. I have debated going into the Volcanomon instead, the blocker with the plus security, but trashing security to me feels so much safer. It just requires them to have a Digimon on the board, right? So if you know the Machinedramons are playing this, you just don't play Digimon on board. And then right now in this meta, I feel like Megadramon can be at 1. It's not that important. I know you want to see it. It's not so important. I wanted to limit my level like 4 play Digivolve costs to like 5 or 6. So right now that's what I've got. Now I have a little spice in here, and it's a very silly spice, but it's very, very fun for me. I have the Metal Greymon X antibody. This is mostly for the mirror match. So for those of you who don't know, it's a 4 Digivolve cost, which is pretty pricey, but it Digivolves 1 on top of Metal Greymon, which we have 2 of. And then when this Digimon, until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects and isn't affected by D-Digivolve effects. So Chaosdramon, it just says no to it. Then, if Metal Greymon or X Antibodies in this Digivolution card, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So you could delete a 6000 DP or less. I really like it. The only problem is its inherited doesn't work with Machinedramon. Because it doesn't work with the Machinedramon, it's kind of useless in a stack, right? Except for like saving itself. Unless you're crazy like me and you play the one of Gaiomon. I love the Gaiomon because, well, it Digivolves for 5, right? On top of this guy. If you're going against the Machinedramon mirror match, right? You can be Digivolved, and if they have a body on board, they're not expecting you to go into Gaiomon. You Digivolve for 5, you de-Digivolve them once, you have a black, and usually you'll have a red. You swing with Reboot. If you have Sunariza underneath, that's 3 checks. If you have a Sunariza out, it has piercing, it can go through people, go through all of them, and you, it's so stupid, and you go swing through them, and it's 3 checks, and then it reboots itself, and then you trash security. It worked a couple times for me. You whiff on it most of the times. But when it works, it works. It's fun. It's really, really fun. And if you Digivolve over the other guys, it can still work. Like say you Digivolve over the... I was thinking of adding the Gigadramon blocker so that I could block with this and then trash security and all that stuff, right? If I had to. But here's the thing. If you're going against the Machinedramon, you could Chaosdramon, right? You have this whole stack and then you get de-Digivolve to a level 5 and then you Digivolve on top into this. You have all of those things that could work with it. It still works. Most of it works aside from these guys. You still get the reboot, you still get the plus 2000, you get trash security, delete, whatever. It all works. So it's fun. Honestly, I had an extra alt art and I wanted to put them in. Now, where did I make the space for it? I replaced a Chaosdramon for it. So right now, I'm playing one of the Machinedramon, the on play, you know, whatever. The EX1, we all know what it does. Plus 5 memory if you can play 5, blah, 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 blah. Only playing the one. Playing 3 of the BT11 Machinedramon. And I'm playing only 3 of the Chaosdramon. Because to me, a lot of people play the 4 Chaosdramon because they're like, well, if we go against a mirror match, whoever gets the most Chaosdramon wins. But if I have Gaiomon and I have this guy, you just can't de-digivolve me for a whole turn. And I win. You know what I mean? But it's very niche. So I'm only running the 3 of the Chaosdramon. I just don't want to see it in my hand too often anyway. If anything, I would rather do 3 of these sometimes, just so like more consistency. But I know the Chaosdramon is really good. Chaosdramon X Antibody, we're running 2. Because you don't want to digivolve over the others without them, right? Okay, Tamers. I am only running 3 of the Analog Man. I love Analog Man, but I don't want to see it too often. And then it gets really like, if you keep trashing and trashing and trashing, then you don't have anything. It doesn't do anything for you. You want to keep them in hand, right? So I'm only running 3 of them, but I'm not running only 3 Tamers. I'm also running the 2 Izzies. The 2 Izzies have actually saved me in so many different games. Coming out of security, sometimes you take turn, or you take away their ability to finish out their turn the way they wanted to. They just don't expect you to take it away. And I originally had that with my Ultimate Connection, but this is better, especially because now I can see the cards that I want to see. Like sometimes I need my level 3, so I play the Izzy, and if there's a level 3 in there, I put that to the top, right? Passing turn in the beginning with this doesn't feel as bad because it's 3 cost. And then you wait for the next turn, you start at 3, then you play the Analog Man. And then if you have, I'm running 2 because I want to see it. I'm not just running the 1. I was running 1, I added 1. Lychee had 2, I think. So I tried it and I really like it at 2. Because the thing is, even if you play out 2, the reason why we have this is we're doing the Mercurymon, right? So if I have 2, I don't feel bad digivolving on top of an Izzy. I feel bad digivolving on top of an Analog, but on top of an Izzy, no problem. It's just another Izzy. They just stay there. 2 doesn't do anything for you, right? So you Mercury. And then the reason why we don't do the Doru is because we have the Izzy. So we will always have 3 do this with, and we won't pass turn. So that's why I really like the Izzy, and that's why we don't run the Doru. And I want the Choose. At some point when Chew is not as important, then we'll, right now it's so important. And of course, 2 of the attack of Heavy Mobile Digimon. I really like it. It's, Heavy Mobile for a game. It's better than Hybrid for game. It's very, very good. Comes out of nowhere. Out of security, you trash something, you delete something. It's beautiful. These next 3 cards are 3 cards that I promised myself I wouldn't play, but I am playing them and they are amazing. They do feel bad when you, whiff them, or you like bottom deck your only reboot, but it does help you to set up for the next turns. Yes, they can play a memory choker or a memory blocker or whatever, but you have the ability to do it. And then that's why you Mamimon in the back, Digivolve somewhere in the back, you swing, you delete the Chumon or whatever it is, and you can play your memory boosts. This is currently the lineup. This is what I'm running for Ultimate Cup, what I ran for Ultimate Cup, and it got me 44th place. It's not super amazing, but I really enjoy this deck list. I just really like that. I had the Gaiomon. I pulled it on somebody and they were like, it's fun, man. And here's the thing, this Metal Greymon, if it's in hand, you have the Analog Man and you don't need to do the whole thing. You just trash it, you gain the memory, it's fine. And then when you do the Chaosdramon, yes, it's not, you're missing out on whatever the trashing the security because it's not an Omnimon or a Greymon. It's no problem. It's still gonna protect you. You can still trash it for protecting. So that's my list. It's fun. I really enjoy it. It messes with people. All right, that's that. And if you like this kind of stuff, silly little deck lists that are not very well tested, make sure you guys follow me. And also, I do stream on Twitch. I'm currently streaming on Twitch right now, and it's so late. I'm so tired. All right, let's put these guys away.